Hey all, it's February 28th, 2011, video blog number 4, if I'm not mistaken. I was hoping to do this blog on location, but unfortunately I wasn't able to, mainly because I had no place to set my camera and all down because we were outside. But, oh well. It is what it is, I'm not going to complain. So, and of course when I say on set, I'm talking about the film that I was working on, my first little extra role in the honey cooler, which I talked about in previous blogs. With olive oil, good for the skin, good for everything else. Lingers though. But I've actually wrapped shooting. Today was my last day. And as much as I had fun doing it, the few days that I was involved, I'm glad it's over. Because now I can focus on everything else in my life, namely a new job that I finally got. I guess the little prayers I did worked. So I want to send a word out to Constantinos. You know who he is. You know what I'm talking about. Thank you. You know, I got called for an interview Saturday. Got offered the job. Had orientation today. Start tomorrow. So finally, 6 months without a job, ready to blow my friggin' brains out. And luckily, I didn't have to do that. But of course, now that working on this current film is done, I can focus on my next one, Mad Max. Kidding. No, I'm definitely done with making movies for a little while. Time to focus on my wrestling career. And speaking of my wrestling career, I'm actually going to I'm going to actually put up on my website an official pre-sale for my best of DVD. I figure I get a bunch of pre-sales, then I'll be able to afford all the materials to make the DVDs, and hopefully have a little bit extra left over for myself. But I'm more concerned with getting my stuff out there. Oh. Almost forgot about the oil. And now think about where the hell is my pepper? Where? I'm practically the only person that's in the kitchen here, and I still lose track of everything. Oh well. I don't mind. Because if you know me, you know I'd love to be in the kitchen. Yeah. So yeah, I started to veer off topic there because I didn't want to burn the oil in the pan. I've got some more bookings lined up, being that September is right around the corner, literally just a few days away. Summer, at least from a certain point of view, summer will be over. Thank God. Bring on the fall, because the cold weather is when I can do some of my favorite cooking. Yeah. I do my family recipe. I can whip up my famous stew that I learned from my grandmother, my father, and what have you. What am I missing? My salt has disappeared. It's always something, like George Carlin says. So, I believe I just mentioned this, but in case I didn't, I've decided to start pre-sales on my website and everywhere else on my best of DVD. Hopefully, when I'm able to get online next, I'll get that turned off. And I will be able to get full information on my website. You can go to the little bar area right down there for links, you can also find out about it on my Twitter page, which is also going to be in that little box. Yeah. And also you can find information about my upcoming shows. Most recently, well, the obvious one, I'm going to be going back to North Dakota later in September. Finally, been looking forward to that ever since the last show. You know, it's nice to be able to work in a company that pays you like they do. I had to take the Windex to this poor thing. So aside from North Dakota, is this September is the Slave to the Deathmatch tournament. You know, it's a really big deal for Primos. It's kind of the WrestleMania of Primos hardcore. Probably have to stick these sandwiches in the oven or something. Pardon me. So, whether or not I'm going to be in the Slave to the Deathmatch tournament has yet to be seen. Anybody who knows me knows that I'm not too big on doing hardcore matches. But for an event of this caliber, being that Slave to the Deathmatch is such a big deal, I'm willing to let it slide and give it a shot. Plus the fact that Mick Foley is going to be there, you know, at the very least I'll be in attendance. Try to see if I can get him to sign my copy of the Hardcore Diaries. I wish I had my copy of Have a Nice Day, but that's unfortunately that's still in Brooklyn. Wait, no, not in Brooklyn. What am I saying? It's down in Florida with the rest of my stuff, which got taken out of storage a while ago, thank God. About everything I was hearing about the hurricanes, about to hit Jersey and the East Coast. Hopefully everybody out there is doing all right. The one thing I hate about cooking pork is you never know if it's done by looking at it. Yeah. But like I said before, I trailed off again. Slave to the Deathmatch is coming up on the 18th. Then the following weekend when I'm going out to North Dakota. I'm really looking forward to Slave to the Deathmatch because Mick Foley's going to be there, Mickey Knuckles is going to be in. I'm hoping I can afford Mick Foley's seminar because that'd just be amazing. But if I can't, I can't. And I'm also in negotiations with New Era Wrestling, IWF 2.0. Some people say. But I like to think that being that it's a new company, different owners, it's possible this could be something completely different. I've heard a lot of good things about it so far from their first show this month. I'm hoping to get booked on their show on September 11th. You know, that day, of course, that's an important day for everybody, and especially for someone like me. I'm New York born, New Jersey raised. You know, that day is a big deal. So hopefully I'll be able to get on that show. And then of course in October is, whatever show is coming up. I might be going back down to Amarillo, which would be nice. And I might be taking my riding gimmick instead. I'm cooked. And what else? Oh, of course, Primo is, I guess you could say, our second annual Halloween gimmick infringement night. I've had my gimmick picked out for the last 6 months. I've got everything I need. I'm all set. All I gotta do is burn a CD of the appropriate music, and I'm done. And let's see what else. No, to be honest, let's see. New job, pre-sale DVDs, new shows coming up, yada yada yada. No, I think that's pretty much it. I'm trying not to spend too much time rambling because Lord knows I do that. Yeah, it's going pretty good. So rather than having a lot of empty space on this video, a lot of rambling, I figured better to make it a shorter blog than normal, and rather than risk losing people's attention. Bad enough I lose my own. So, alright, today is August 28th. I doubt I'll be able to get this online the same day, but hopefully next day or so I'll be able to get it all up. You can get full information on everything I've talked about on my website, on my Facebook, which you can all find. You can find all that information right in the little box below. You can find all the information on my website and so on and so forth. So, until then, I'm going to finish with dinner, and I will see you all later.